Ich verstehe es auch nicht. Ja, wobei die USK mittlerweile in sehr vielen Dingen seltsamerweise lockerer geworden ist. Da hatte ich mal vor einer längeren Weile einen Bericht über irgendwo gelesen.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
Das kann gut sein, Korodet. Kann gut sein.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Wirklich gut umgesetzt.
Heard the bones fell favorably.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick.
Der
Haven't seen
Yannick!
him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yeah, Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moore is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oder Game of Thrones. Mal so. Gerade am Anfang merkst du viele Parallelen.
Could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moore.
FF14 Spieler.
According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moore to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moore are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moore who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
Ja, ist ein spezielles Spiel, ne? Ist nicht jedermanns Sache. Das stimmt. Kaiserraue. Ah ja. So. Dann würde ich sagen, wir rennen einfach mal so mal und erkunden alles. Oha, okay, Malve.
Garuda, lend me your strength.
Jo, mach das, Malve.
You're not welcome here.
Do around here.
Kiste. Das ist noch eine Kiste. Das ist korrekt. Das ist korrekt. PC-Ports sind momentan echt immer...
Buy, sell, or be gone. Thanks for nothing.
So, 2 neue Sidequests hier, die machen wir direkt.
Had another branded drop in the field yesterday.
Have you seen my Chloe? I let her out of her pen while I did my chores, but she hasn't come back yet. I think she's lost. Please, can you help me look for her?
Suche nach der Chloe.
I'll find her, but I'll try. Describe her to me.
She's beautiful white hair. She lets me stroke her when I'm sad. She's ever such a good girl. So quiet and kind. And she likes walking in the wheat. I know the fields are big, but she's never got lost before. Oh, she must be starving too. She hasn't eaten anything since yesterday. It is my job to feed her.
In that case, let's not keep her waiting.
Auftrag angenommen.
That's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone
Nehmen wir
might
noch
have seen
direkt die
her.
andere Sidequest an.
You're late. What kept you?
Late
Das ist ja auch von den FF14-Machern, ne?
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast is savaging my boy. Well, don't just stand there gawping. Rescue him.
All right. Where is he?
My. I see they've sent me a branded with a spine for a change. He's over that way, towards the coast. Go, and see that you kill the beast.
For someone whose son's in mortal danger, he didn't seem... They're worried. Something's not right here. I need to be careful. You work these fields? I need to ask you something.
A branded. And an outsider at that, judging by the lack of manners. Why should I help you, eh? You tell me that.
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet. Chloe. Have you seen her?
Chloe, is it? Oh, little Lisette's plaything. Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
The windmill.
Off with you now. I won't have idle branded underfoot.
Die sind alle so asozial drauf. Wenn man ein Gemarkter ist.
Chloe? More brown than white. You're not Chloe, are you, girl? Is that... someone napping on the job? I hope they don't mind the interruption. Or a flam. How many there?
She dead.
The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home.
Die ist versteinert. Die ist RIP.
Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favorite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could
Oha.
be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
But Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember her.
Boah, richtig assi, Georg. Das ist richtig assi, ey. So, dann gucken wir die andere Sidequest und dann können wir mit der Main Quest weitermachen. Beziehungsweise mit der Subquest der Main Quest.
The wolf! It's going to eat me!
Not if I can help it. Stay back. I'll deal with this.
supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die.
Was?
Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
What is this? Your father said you were being attacked.
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear of this.
The wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame. Someone needs to put an end to this before it happens again.
Heftig, ey. Ja, aber es zeigt eben so eine gewisse Art der Menschheit wieder da, leider. Oder auch früher mit der Sklaverei und so.
You, Brandon, come here. How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet and then have the gall to return, head held high. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your worthless kind. You are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not entertained.
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you. He talks too much. It's not right. I don't like him, Father.
You're not the Branded I bought, are you? How dare you deceive me? Well, the sins of the slave are the sins of the master. Go! Summon the unlucky wretch you answer to.
Der erbärmliche Besitzer bin ich.
That unlucky wretch would be me. I'm my own master. I'm beholden to no one. And I take orders from no one.
Lies! Do you think I cannot see that brand on your face?
Shut your mouth and listen. Those bearers you killed, they were people. They felt fear and pain, just as you do. And unless you wish to share in their
Nice,
suffering,
Geo.
you
Antwort.
do well to remember we are not your playthings.
Father, he's scaring me.
How dare you threaten us? How dare you?
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws powerful enough to nip this Branded's head clean off his shoulders.
Du hast gerade wieder eine Entscheidung. Krass. Da sind wir ungefähr gleich weit, Georg,
Wasting
ne?
my time. But I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. They deserve a proper burial. That much I can do at least. How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
Oha. Richtig Gas gegeben. Nice, Mann. Ja, ich habe leider auch ein paar Sachen zu tun gehabt und zwischendurch Videos schneiden und hochladen, ne, damit ich wieder Platz habe auf der Platte.
More victims of the nobles' games.
Alles klar, Jaki, ich hoffe bei dir auch. Schön am
Must be
Spielen.
Clive,
How do you know my name?
Und wie geht's dir?
the dame. I'm in her service, like yourself. Never gets any easier, burying the dead.
Is that what you're here to do?
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crows. Since you're here, can you give me a hand?
Gladly. Let's put them to rest.
their burden finally be lifted. I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Now I expect they'll find another soon enough. And when it gets here, more bearers will die. How can they think so little of sending us to
nice,
the
Ace.
slaughter?
Freut mich, freut mich.
Simple. Because you...
Keine Ahnung, Malve.
Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, you can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
Freut mich, dass es bockt, Haki. Freut mich. Wie weit bist du jetzt? Ace, was habt ihr jetzt gemacht, dass man die Noodles hören kann? Ihr Voice. Habe ich so ein bisschen im Chat mitbekommen.
Of course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home. It's gonna tear your throat out eventually. Same with bearers. Fed or not, they don't lack for fangs. What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder? The realm's less two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here. For their help.
You don't have to.
Take it. You never know. Our paths may cross again. Till then.
Auftrag abgeschlossen. Endlich. Ja, die sind F, Malve. Du wirst doch einige What the fuck Momente kriegen, mein Lieber.
Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarrelling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks around here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Finde ich gut, dass das Game dann nicht so schlappschwänzig ist und sagt auch, Arschlöcher können dazulernen. Am Ende der Story tut es ihnen dann leid und sie geloben Besserung. Nope, werden kalt gemacht, finde ich gut. Also das Spiel zieht so einige Konsequenzen in den Handlungen durch. Und wenn es sein muss, wird er auch bestraft und getötet, gefoltert. Doch, da waren schon einige krasse Momente bei Malve. Bislang sammelt das Game bei mir schon Punkte, nachdem ich ja lieber vom Ausgangspunkt her skeptisch war und erstmal sehen wollte, wie das Game sich so macht. Also du bist ja einer, der steht auch auf viel Soundtrack. Ich sag's dir, mein Lieber, hier ist ein Soundtrack mit Szenen, Momenten. Es ist episch. Es ist episch. Ohne Scheiß. Ist jetzt leider, dass du gerade echt einen falschen Moment erwischt hast, wo hier viel mit Sidequests war. Deswegen hoffe ich auch, dass gleich mal irgendwann wieder was passiert. Im Laufe der nächsten Stunde. Oder zwei.
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the dame. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
Ja, FF15 ist hier gegen einen Witz. Also auch wenn ich mit FF15 klarkam, meinen Spaß hatte, in Ordnung fand, FF15 ist hier gegen einen Witz. By the way, morgen frei, was muss, das muss, sollen die arbeiten, ich habe mit FF16 zu tun. Genau meine Gründe, heute und morgen frei zu haben, Aki.
It smells of death here, Torgo. Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village.
Finished!
Oh ja, Haki. Oh ja.
Damn it all. Bodies.
Aber wo du gerade von Skills redest, soll ich mal in meine Skillpunkte gerade gucken, Haki. Gut, dass du es erwähnst.
Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry. So it is you, Tatien.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to see every night. You said her name was Tatien.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he
Ja, ich gebe auch nicht immer direkt alle aus, Haki.
Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to more for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatien is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatien by.
Die visuelle Präsentation ist auch gut gemacht. Der Anblick der Toten zum Beispiel. In jegliche Richtung.
If it was a message.
You are still in
Und
one
der Char
piece,
macht
I
auch eine
see.
gute Entwicklung.
You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Er kommt auch aus einer Adelsfamilie, aber du hast ja das Intro vielleicht beim Asa gesehen. Er hat es nicht einfach. Im Gegenteil. Ja, Cutscenes konnte Square Enix schon immer. Die sind wie Blizzard. Cutscenes konnten sie schon immer. Aber was sie hier in FF16 nochmal abliefern, ist nochmal Next Level. Ist nochmal echt Next Level.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The veil counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army.
Er ist kein dummer Huren.
According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Or to mention the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
Also er hat auch anfangs zwischendurch so eine Jammerphase, die du von wem anders kennst. Aber auf eine andere Art und Weise, die aber total eben berechtigt ist. Nee, ging... Ja, vielleicht auch ein bisschen wie Cloud, aber vielleicht auch ein bisschen wie Noctis. Aber das geht dann eher in eine Richtung, die total nachvollziehbar ist. Was halt mit dem Intro aus der Demo zusammenhängt. Und wenn du dann weiterspielst... die Entwicklung, die dann da passiert, Junge, das ist so ein Oha. Das ist so ein Oha-Moment gewesen. Also wir sind eben vorhin alle... Das heißt eben, das war heute Nachmittag im Chat alle total eskaliert, ey. Wir könnten auch mal zwischenspeichern. Das finde ich beim Speichern aber witzig. Dass dein Team als Pixelfigur angezeigt wird. Oder Pixelfiguren. Das ist eine coole Sache. Nettes Gimmick. Du findest Jill nerviger, Georg? Okay.
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door.